Hello and welcome to the weekly from Timely Coffees. My name's Seb, I'm one of the co-founders here, and this is a video series we use to talk about different coffees we have coming out over the next few weeks, specifically about coffees we have coming out for subscribers if you're receiving an installment over the next 7 days. So for subscribers, the coffee you're going to be receiving is from Ismael Andrade in Brazil. So this is a coffee that's really interesting for a couple of different reasons, and most notably when you're reading the narrative on the front of the box, you'll notice that we talk about how Ismael was using mechanical harvesters and mechanical sorters to actually make sure they were only producing or only using the ripest cherries for this lot. So like we spoke about a couple of times here already, one of the things that producers generally have to do is they will have to go out and they'll have to pick coffee from the tree multiple times because the coffee will ripen at different rates. But another way that you can do it is you can actually, if your land is flat enough, you can take a mechanical harvester out, you can take all the coffee out all at once, and then you can use different techniques to try and sort through the ripe and underripe cherries. And by sorting through coffee in that way, then you can process it differently, and then you can allocate certain high quality lots to certain markets, and maybe others get sold in the domestic market. But this is something that's really only possible in places like Brazil and Vietnam and these kind of origins where, you know, they are really geared towards producing a lot of coffee. And the whole culture and the whole economy there is based around the idea of just producing a large volume of coffee in a large amount. And then after that, you know, we've kind of seen more and more producers trying to produce really great tasting coffee and really coffee with a really good narrative to it as well. So this is just another way that producers that, you know, regardless of their background, can really make sure they're selectively, you know, sorting their coffee or picking their coffee or making sure the coffees that are going to be processed a certain way are isolated. And this really helps to make sure that things are uniform and really clean and, you know, really easy for them to produce and really easy for us to roast as well. So this is the coffee you've got coming out over the next 7 days if you're a subscriber. And if you're not yet a subscriber but you want to become one, this is going to be your free first installment. So you can sign up for whole beans ground, you can get it ground for espresso, AeroPress, whatever your brew method is. So these are just a couple of the things that you can do as a subscriber, and you'll get first access to all the new coffees we have coming out. Last year we released over 60 different coffees, and quite a few of those were subscriber only coffees. So this is the best way to get the best access to all the freshest coffee that we have coming through Timely. And it's looking like it's going to be a really, really interesting year in terms of the coffees we're going to have access to and how we can release them. So that's all we got for you. Hope you enjoy the coffee, and we'll see you next week.